Hello, Leo. Happy New Year 2026. What is the vibe? You know what? Let's figure that out together. All right. This is going to be your collective reading for all the Leos. We're going to see what's been going on, what is going on, you know. We'll just get the cards and we'll read them as they are meant to be read. You apply it to your circumstance, situation, status, whatever you got going on. However is speaking to you, Leo. You just apply it like that. God has blessed it, so it's going to be awesome. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Are we shaking? A little bit. So we will get us some fortune messages a little later to confirm the tarot messages. And that's what that is going to be. All right, what's up, Leo? What is up? Oh, we have several come out. We got the Six of Swords, we have the Three of Cups, and we have the Moon, which is the major arcana of Pisces. So you might be dealing with a Pisces right now. But I feel like, you know, you are kind of in this business mindset, you know. I feel like you are definitely ghosting on people, situations, circumstances that just aren't calm. If it's not, you know, bringing you peace and tranquility, you're not dealing with it right now. You know, the Queen of Pentacles is definitely trying to get it to not blur. Focus. Focus? Kind of. All right, so yeah, you're definitely in this space of, you know what, I just want to take care of myself. I just want to nurture my life, my health, my business, my goals, you know what I mean, your body, that you're in this sense of, I don't have time for drama. I don't have time for, you know, folks being mysterious and acting hidden and giving mixed signals and what have you, what not. I feel like, Leo, right now, you're just like, listen, if we're not celebrating, if we're not honest, if we're not happy and loving with one another, I don't need you in my life. And you know what? You don't need me in your life neither. That kind of energy is kind of like that taking no prisoners. And I like it for you because in 2026 is, so my pastor was just preaching this morning. It's Sunday the 4th of January 2026, and the message was getting it fixed in 2026, something like that. But basically how, you know, the message was act like God has already fixed it. You know, whatever situation, whatever's broken, whatever problems you got going on, you just need to move like it's already fixed, because that's who God is. He's a fixer, he's a helper, he's a blesser, he's a protector, he's God, you know? So move your life not in the situation where you're wondering, how is it going to work out? And am I going to prosper? And am I going to be okay? No, move in a way that I am going to prosper. I'm going to be perfectly fine because God has got it in control. Because if you really think about it, if you're a believer, whatever your faith is, whether he's Allah, whether he's Buddha, whether, I don't know what the name is for the Hindu God, but you know, whatever your faith is, if you move as if your God has already fixed it, it'll get fixed sooner. I feel like, you know, that's faith. That is what we're called to have. Whatever religion you're in, it's like, know that your God, your creator has got you and he's got the best intentions for you, you know. We kind of sometimes get in the way and you know, kind of complicate things with our doubt and fear and all that, but we're human too. So, you know, that's part of it. But yeah, this Queen of Pentacles, she's like, listen, I know what I need to do. I know what makes me feel good. I know what takes care of me and my throne and my castle. And those are going to be the things that I focus on. So this Six of Swords coming in, you know, again, leaving drama, leaving things that are unstable and toxic and wishy-washy. You don't need it. It's not bringing growth to your life. It's not bringing happiness or pleasant times. It's bringing stress, trauma, and drama. So I feel like you're packing it up and you're moving on. You're not even looking back. You're not saying goodbye. It's one of those for you, Leo, where it doesn't deserve any salutations or, you know, farewells. It's like, no, you've been so much of a pain in my ass that I'm just going to go. You know, this sometimes I've read for people where this is them leaving a job without a 2-week notice. No, no. You know what I mean? Just like I'm out and you know why I left. Period. So you got this 3 of Cups here, which is, you know, I like these cards back to back because the 6 of Swords is choppy waters right here, but they're going into these smooth waters. The sun is shining. You know, the skies are clear. It's so much better. And so it's like you run into your Sangha, you run into your tribe, you run into your people, whether these are your friends already or people that you're going to meet. But it's a much, much different atmosphere. It's very welcoming here. It's very positive here. It's very cheerful and joyful. People are genuine. You know what I mean? They genuinely care because they're happy to welcome you, but then they also got some good news that they want you to celebrate with them. So it's like everybody's kind of bringing something to the table that's very uplifting, that's very, you know, heartfelt and sincere. So this is people who are like, hey, welcome, Leo. Glad to have you. Guess what? I'm new too, so I'm happy to be here. And you're like, oh, what's up? Glad to have you here too. You know, it's just that, you know, respect among friends, among new friends, among family even. But everybody's got something to cheers to, something to raise their glass. And those are the best kind of friendships and parties where we're all respecting and loving each other. You know what I mean? It's not all the same, but you got yours, I got mine, they got theirs, and it's all good. So Pisces is here. You know, you could be dealing with the Pisces here soon. So my only thing for you, Leo, is that with the moon energy, you got to really trust your instincts. You know, this is all about right timing, because with the moon, sometimes, you know, Pisces, I do love a Pisces, but the thing is, they're crazy. I'm not going to lie. They look so innocent. Oh my gosh, physically, their faces look like they're just little angels. But the reality is that they're not. They're fucking crazy. And not like in a terrible way, but just in a way that, you know, you look at them and see one thing, but the reality of them is like, who the fuck are you? Bad shit nuts. You know what I mean? They're fun. They are really fun. They're super sweet. They're very, they're sincere either way. They sincerely look like innocence because that's just their look. They're not trying to look innocent or anything like that. That's just how they are. But they're also sincerely, you know, they're fishes, right? And fishes can only survive in the water, in the depths. And so that, as a metaphor, is basically your emotions, how you're feeling. They're mildly logical, but mostly emotional. And so, you know, they can be a little bit unpredictable. The moon here is the card that represents them, and the moon has her cycles. And so she goes through every sign. So sometimes she is as bold as a bull representing Taurus. Sometimes she is, you know, wishy-washy. She's of one mind and of the other mind, like a Gemini. Sometimes she's emotional, but, you know, kind of determined nonetheless, like a Cancer, and so forth and so on. So she goes through every sign. And so, you know, sometimes with the Pisces, because that's their emotional state, you're not gonna know what you're gonna get. But the good thing about Pisces, though, is that they are genuine. Even in their crazy, they are who they are. You know, they're not really fake people. It's just like, you know, they're a little crazy. So you could be dealing with the Pisces coming up here, Leo, where, you know, you're like, whoa, I thought you were a dog, but you're actually a wolf, and what the hell? You have the 9 of Wands here. So, you know, the 9 of Wands is telling you kind of stay on your guard. You know, there's some kind of situation that you're in. It could be a battle, some kind of tug of war, something like that, where you've got one more fight in you. You've got one more fight to go. So don't put down your guard just yet. You know, you will know when it's time where you know, okay, this is it. No more fights, no more battles, no more having to stand ready. But for now, you know, just be prepared. Don't let down your guards quite yet. You know, there's some things that are coming that need your fight, and you're going to need to be resilient. So make sure that you stay ready, okay? Because judgment is over here too. So saying, you know, something is coming back that you thought was coffin situation. You might have thought it was dead, but it's not. It's being resurrected for whatever reason. So, you know, it's like you can repeat what happened to get you here, or you can take a different path and have a different outcome. It'll be up to you. So you have a few cards here. Number 27, which is unexpected income. So you got some monies coming in that you didn't earn. You know, a lot of times this is like a refund or some kind of you know, it's the new year, so maybe you get like a new year bonus or something like that that your company didn't tell you about. They just dropped in your account and you're like, oh, okay. It might be significant, it might be kind of small, but either way, it's something. Maybe you find money on the ground, something that you didn't necessarily earn, but you get. Adjudication, number 30, you might find yourself in front of a justice of peace, some kind of legal law situations where the best advice I can give you with adjudication is be honest. Okay, because with adjudication and the law, the truth usually 99.9 times out of 100, the truth is revealed. So if the truth comes from you, then you look great, and it'll probably be judgment in your favor. And then you have pathway, number 35. Excuse me. So you have a path here. You know, it's not straightforward, straight shooter, but it is leading you to an enlightenment. If you just follow the signs, follow the synchronicities, follow what your instincts are telling you, you'll make it to this beautiful, wonderful place. Okay, Leo, that's what I got for you, my darling. I hope this one blessed you. Like, subscribe, and share. Happy New Year. Talk to you soon.